even more. Maybe you need to take it to the higher level. The higher level is to a tax court or something. Okay, everybody that they say owe money don't owe money. They don't call you, number one. So don't answer the phone and say you think that the government's calling you saying that you owe money. They don't call you to tell you owe money. Okay, that's the biggest scam out here today, and they pry on seniors and people who just don't know. Because even if you did owe money, you didn't know that they're not supposed to call you. They don't call you.
So that's a really important fact. So if
really,
you get
really
anyone
bogus.
calling and saying that they're from the IRS, Internal Revenue,
just hang up the phone. Tell them here's the number to call. Give them a number, a bogus number to a lawyer or a tax person or something. And say, call my lawyers, and get them off the phone right away, because that is totally bogus. They don't call you. All right?
Okay, so that's interesting. So they'll just write you.
Yeah, they write you all the time, and if you move addresses, they'll find you.
Funny fact, because they found me in Brooklyn.
They have a way of finding you.
I used to file in the Bronx when I was in the Bronx like 10 years ago, and then back in Brooklyn, I'm like,
they'll find you.
Find this address?
They'll find you.
So IRS is I run-ish, They'll find you. They'll come after you and get you. So that's really interesting. That's a very, very good fact, because that, and I think, along with the mortgage scams, I know it's a totally different topic, but you hear more and more people calling and saying they can get you out of repossession if you pay $1,500 or $2,000, and people getting people to sell the deeds of their home.
And prying on the weak people that don't know. If you don't know, you don't know. But you just gotta to beware of these scam things now. And these people, they knock on your doors. They disguise as pretty girls like us, or even somebody that you think you trust, a working person who'll come to your door and say, I'm here to help you. But they're not in your best interest, so you have to be very careful. Yeah. And if you have a doubt, just pick up the phone, call somebody, ask them. Just don't take it on face value.
An amazing point. And we'll take a quick break, but when we come back, we want to talk about a little bit about the accreditation, certain certifications that maybe people who may not be aware should look for, a couple other things. All right? So we'll be right back. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. Stay with us. Back. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. I'm Lydia Patel, sitting here with Lillian Bowman. So Lillian, we were saying before about accreditation, which kind of leads into the topic of people getting scammed, people who just may not get official people to just file the taxes. And of course, you see all these things online, quick TurboTax and a whole bunch of different things like that. E-filing, before we even touch on the accreditation. What is your take as a professional on that?
I think e-filing was the best thing that could have happened to the tax industry.
Awesome.
And I've been with e-filing since it started, back in the 90s. And because it takes care of everything instantly, all right? It's fast. It's much more easier than submitting the paperwork, because, of course, we're moving away from that whole paperwork deal now. And I just think it's one of the best things they could have done. I was like, hallelujah. Because if you remember me saying, when I first got started in the industry, I was very much younger. So I think I was further ahead than the tax industry was. Everything was so primitive back at that time. We had to do everything on paper. I was like, when are we getting away from this?
And it's a lot. And then you got to mail your packet, get signatures, things can get lost in the mail.
E-filing, the way to go. You have to e-file nowadays. And
so
it's been mandated
very safe.
Anyway. Very safe. It's very quick. The person who e-files for you should know what they're doing. As long as you're with a professional, you're not going to have a problem. They can't mess that up. Okay. It's just once your taxes are prepared properly and it's time to e-file, you have to sign the documents. You should read them and review, go over your information like anything before you sign it. And then click the button.
You're good to go.
Click the button and get your money back in like 10 days. So I'm like,
oh my goodness.
Exciting.
No, that's very, very good. I've been e-filing as well, but I still get printed out copies. My accountant will still give me a physical copy for my records, but it's pretty good.
That's the best thing to do, to make sure that you get a copy. It doesn't always have to be a printed version. In our office, we're trying to get away from the paper. So we either email it to you so you can print it later if you like, or we create a CD. We have a CD that holds up to 7 years of tax returns. So
I
we
would
can
love
put your
that
CD.
because
I
I don't even know where my printed copy is.
And we can't find it after a while either.
You can't find it. So,
Wait a second,
once
what's
it's in your
this
email,
paper?
it's sent there. It's safe. I think the electronic way is definitely the way to go. But what are some of the other services that are offered by you aside from all this good tax stuff?
Oh my God. We go anywhere from printing out emails to mail services. Mail services consist of UPS, FedEx, and USPS. So we provide all of those services there. We just try to find a need in the community for whatever they need, and we try to fill that. We have a notary services
That's great.
almost all the time on the premises. Myself and one of the other girls, we do notary services all the time. We also do printing. Printing is huge. A lot of people have documents sent to them via email and they want to print them, or they faxing. They believe faxing is like nowhere near what we do with email, but it still exists. People still have to fax documents. So we provide fax services. You can receive emails, send faxes. We also provide legal forms. We provide all sorts of legal forms. So if you need to do a power of attorney, create a lease, if you want to do a DBA, an LLC, or corporation forms, we provide all of those forms in the office for you. Not to mention any type of IRS form you need. We even help people with their ITIN numbers, and the ITIN number relates to the tax return. We have customers who file, and maybe the spouse or the other or opposite way around, they don't have the proper ID number so that they can get their refunds or file their taxes. We provide an ITIN number service as well. So
right there on the spot in one amazing location. So you've got
yeah.
one-stop shop. You can get everything done. And a lot of times you don't think of these little things. Like you said, the printing. Just today a friend of mine was like, if I email this, you could print it at work. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to print it at work. And bring that.
Sometimes it's not good to do personal stuff at work.
Everyone has their digital stuff. Like, an iPad or this, but there's not a way to print it. And then, like you said, you can't always do personal stuff at work. So at first I asked you how many pages.
Yeah.
So I'm lucky it was only 2. I was like, okay.
That too, yeah. We have people who print multiple documents. We do laminating. We do passport photos.
Oh,
we do hole punching. We sort documents, mail, seal. We have a rental center where we rent space out for customers to host meetings. We have a 32-seat capacity room, state of the art screen, so you can do PowerPoints, training center, and now we have a call center as well. So we're looking to help some customers, small businesses, medical offices, and stuff like that.
Stuff.
Yeah, we have a call center too there. So
I'm so proud of that. I love that. There's so many little things that we could definitely let people know about because these are services that it's in the community. It's easy accessible. Where are you located?
I'm in the heart of Bedford-Stuyvesant in the old Black Pearl building. And people know where Black Pearl is because
that
from
was
back
Black Pearl
in the
Taxis.
60s, yeah. They were one of the first African-American, not one of, they were the first African-American car service. So that's a historical background in itself. But we're in that building, and it's at 474 Marcus Garvey Boulevard, right between Fulton and Decatur. And like I said, we're open year-round with 2 floors. We've been so blessed. I have so much attitude and gratefulness for being able to be there. So we have the storefront location, and we're open. Even now during the summer, I have alternate Saturdays. We provide services for people all the time.
That is great. What has been one of the highlights in over the last 30 years that you could say has really been a moment that sticks out in your mind?
I'd have to say moving into that location was one of the real highlights of my business. Not to mention, we started at home. We provided like about 10 years at home. Then we moved to our first commercial space. After that, I started bringing in young people to learn and to teach them as well on how to become entrepreneurs. But from that space, after like 10 years in my last location, all I kept saying is that we do so much. We need the space to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And here I was blessed with 2 floors, over 3,500 square feet.
Oh, wow.
The place that I'm at right now is phenomenal. It's like one of the greatest things that could have happened to the
And
business.
the location is, I mean, to get that spot.
And you know what else is great about that, Lydia? I get to employ 12, 14, 20, 30 people. It's nothing like the feeling that you get to employ people to work with you.
I mean, that's
Seasonal,
amazing.
at tax time, I have the seasonal staff, and then off tax season, and then in the summer, I bring in the summer youth. I bring in interns to help out. It's like,
Amazing.
what an amazing feeling.
I love it. Well, Lillian, we're out of time, but thank you so much, and we'll definitely be in touch. Have you back on again. Give us some updates. Okay?
Updates.
And that's Lillian Bowman from Lillian Tax and Business Services.
Thank you so
and
much.
as always, if you have any questions or comments, you can send us an email at info@beyondfocusmedia.com. I'm your host, Lydia Patel. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be back again next week. Same time, same place. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. Stay with us.
Thank you.
Beyond Focus TV show wants and needs your feedback. Did we blunder? Please let us know so we can improve. Was the show helpful to you? Drop us a note so we can share the success with our staff members. Is there something you think we could do better? We welcome new ideas and new approaches to old ideas. Do you have a great suggestion? Let us know and we'll work on it. If you would like to share your comments anonymously, please send us an email at info@beyondfocusmedia.com. If you want to get in touch with the executive producer directly, send him an email at gene@beyondfocusmedia.com. We really look forward to hearing from you.